All right. I don't know why it keep coming over here. Twinkle, twinkle, little. Of course. So I guess I gotta start time stamping. All right. I shouldn't have went live on this name. I wanted to share some video. So let me, what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna piss you off with this. What is what's going on? What am I doing? These are like 5G. I don't know who the hell this is. I'm texting another guy. I got a debate lined up for tomorrow afternoon. You know what's funny? I bring live different guys for like 2 months. I probably debated 20 or more people, and you would think I get some appreciation. I'm Sinetta can't even do well. I can't say can't. He can, but he has not even done that. These are he recycled. Right now, he got recyclables. I've been bringing new people almost every day for probably a whole month. Who can argue that? And I got more lined up. They all just be available at the same time. So it's like, all right, the first person who answer, that's who I'm gonna debate. That's how that goes, really. A little bit on. Right. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I'm doing. I remember. Oh yeah, nah, yeah. So I already debated. I debated a guy, and because not you, but because majority of the chat are in their feelings. Again, man, like I rather people just don't show up to my live streams. You dig? I was telling indigenous black man. He said, "Yo, man, you could debate this person, that debates this person, and people, you'll get out there." It's like, dude, I don't want to be out there if it's gonna take 100. Like, let's say if I got 100 live viewers, and 80 to 90% of them are pseudo. Like, yo, that's not what I'm. Hell no. My goal is to have 100 live viewers, and 80 to 90% of them are STEM or pro advocates of STEM. You dig? I'm trying to scare off pseudos. If it takes to have 4 people listening in, I'll do that. I'd rather talk to 4 people who are advocates of STEM than 12 people where 4 is advocates of STEM and 8 are not. But I'm not joking, man. I really can't rock with people who are pseudo. I really can't. Like I'm really a pseudo killer. Like that's a perfect title. Like I might play ball with you, might go bowling with you, these things, but I won't respect your mind, and that's a fact. I'm sorry. I just won't, and I can't. I don't respect pseudos. I mean, I respect them as a human being. But I'm saying I don't respect their thoughts, decisions, and their logic, all that stuff. I don't respect as a human being. Yeah, of course.
Okay. That we're going to march into every white neighborhood and say,
okay, so I'm gonna give you just 5 minutes of DJ Focus and myself. Just I'm gonna play the whole 16 minutes, just 5 minutes of it. Okay, wait, before let me turn on my laptop a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna play 5 minutes of it, and then I'll go into some other debate that just happened, which I told you I was not going live. People are in their feelings, want to be underappreciative. It ain't like y'all sending donations, cash apps. Y'all just, as far as I'm concerned, trolling.
From what I've heard, Focus have always said his point is always.
I'm gonna Haskell to come on.
From what I've heard, Focus have always said his point has always been about Margaret Sanger.
I'm talking, yeah, but
he's capable.
Mission that we're going to march into every white neighborhood and say, "Bring your daughter out here, goddamn it, it's trenching. Drop them drawers."
because you lost this one. That's eugenics.
But that was white communities asking for their daughters to drop their drawers so we can wipe them off the planet. Eugenics is an active movement of exterminating black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your community. Black.
Okay, you heard him? He said they put 79% of abortion clinics in your community. Okay, it's late, so I could talk like this. Y'all niggas either believe that bullshit, like the pseudos you are, or you don't, and you stick with the actual numbers, okay? Talk a little filthy right now. This is the filthy hour, you dig? 11 p.m. on is the filthy hour. Y'all stupid niggas either believe that, and y'all are stupid if you believe that, or you stick with the actual numbers. Okay, yeah, you a stupid nigga if you believe that. Okay, so we're gonna go with the actual numbers. Think.
People, so we can wipe them off the planet. Eugenics is an active movement of exterminating black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your communities.
Do you see the headlines? Let me tell you what you're looking at. You're looking at a screenshot of my article versus his. Okay, so I got the top article, he got the bottom article. Okay, so his bottom article is about Planned Parenthood. The debate was never about Planned Parenthood. The debate was about abortion clinics. Okay, Planned Parenthood is a different type of abortion clinic. It's not called an abortion clinic. It's called Planned Parenthood. Abortion clinics, from what I know, are privately owned companies from doctors who perform abortions. Okay, that's an abortion clinic. Planned Parenthood is, to my knowledge, a government-ran facility that's you could say, free version of an abortion clinic. Again, abortion clinics are privately owned businesses, companies from a doctor, physician, who looking to make money as a doctor, as a physician, probably a surgeon, who looking, he's hired, he got this business to make money. So every abortion he does, he wants to get paid from it. Okay? That's an abortion clinic, privately owned, not government ran. If you go get a degree, become a doctor, physician, surgeon, you can do it. You don't got to be part of a government's program. Planned Parenthood is different. Black folks complain, hey man, we need those facilities in our neighborhoods because we're forced to have kids. We're forced to have unwanted kids. So we need some of those in our community, but we can't afford those, you know what I mean, those services. So the government put together something called Planned Parenthood nationwide. You dig? And it's designed to go in income communities because it couldn't go into like flourishing communities because abortion clinics would say, yo, that's not fair. That's not a free market. That's like putting together like a Burger King that just offers free services and they get their food and resources off just donations. You dig? Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, they will all be like, hell no, get that out, get that up out of here. So this is designed for only lower income communities that can never really afford abortion clinics, okay, or don't have the insurance, whatever the requirements are to get an abortion from abortion clinics. Lower income communities cannot meet those requirements, whether it's financial, whether it's insurance, we cannot meet it. So that's what Planned Parenthood is to us. It's a abortion clinic for the poor. Okay.
That's probably real.
Active movement of exterminating black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your community, black people. So we can wipe them off the planet. Eugenics is an active movement of exterminating black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your communities.
That's probably research.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Everybody know what I'm talking about. Planned Parenthoods. Knock it off.
Right. From what I've heard.
So he misspoke. I don't think he misspoke. I think he knew what he was saying. But when I called him out, when no ma'am called him out, he wants to come back with, instead of saying, yo, I misspoke, he come back and say, everybody knew what he meant. No, Haskell, do you know what he meant? Because Haskell wouldn't have, I don't believe Haskell would have been on his side had he know what he meant. But Haskell, you were on his side, even though he didn't know what he didn't speak what he meant. He didn't rep what he meant. So Haskell, you were on the side of a person who did not rep. He did not represent what he actually meant. Okay, so you were quick to hop on to side with who you thought was the champ, and you hopped on the side of a first round TKO loser. So you were the trainer, he was the fighter. Yeah, hold that L.
Focus of always.
So did he say abortion clinics or did he say Planned Parenthood facilities?
So that's a clear-cut question. After Haskell read my source, Haskell, so now you read my source. So I'm asking you, Haskell, did DJ Focus say abortion clinic or did he say Planned Parenthood before we went into research? I made that very clear. Now you think Haskell would be honest and say, nah, he said abortion clinics. I mean, everybody's not honest. And you gotta, whatever they show you, you gotta, whatever side they show you, you gotta believe it. That was a clear, this is not even Haskell debate. It's a simple question. Haskell, did he say abortion clinic or Planned Parenthood before we went to the research?
Of always.
Knock it off.
Right. From what I've heard, focus of always.
Wait. Let Haskell co-sign this stupidity. Again, it's based on both of them, because DJ Focus said when I said abortion clinics, I meant Planned Parenthood, and everybody knew what I meant. Haskell said right. Now he's going to try to come and clean it up some pseudo way, some disingenuous black man way, instead of just saying, "Yeah, I was on the wrong side of this one." Nobody can admit when they're wrong. Pseudos can't admit when they're wrong.
Fine. That's fine.
Everybody, abortion clinics in your community serenading black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your communities.
That's why we research
That's
this.
fine. That's fine.
Everybody know what I'm talking about. Planned Parenthoods. Knock it off.
Right.
You're Haskell, right? That's called D-Rod at Haskell. Damn, what you talking about?
From what I've heard, Focus have always.
So did he say abortion clinics, or did he say Planned Parenthood facilities before we started researching?
Well,
So he's going to avoid the answer and make up some goofy ass argument for disingenuous DJ Focus.
from what I've heard, Focus have always said his point has always been about Margaret saying.
I'm talking. Yeah, but
No,
forget about what he said.
Earlier he said.
Yeah, come on,
abortion
Haskell, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, come on, stop, bro.
Yeah.
So you see, no man was like, come on. These guys just can't be honest, man. They just can't. If you can't be honest, you can't be trustworthy. He's grilling me earlier, but just now, bro, you had a chance to be honest and you were not honest. No man had to come in and say, dude, stop it. You know, because you see me, I was going to say, hold up. When Haskell was deflecting and lying for DJ Focus, in Chief X's voice, lying for DJ Focus, I was not letting that go. No man just chimed in and said, man, cut the bullshit. Listen. When he just said, well, DJ Focus always maintained, listen how I kept going. Say, oh, hell no. Listen.
From what I've heard, Focus have always said his point has always been about Margaret saying.
I'm talking. Yeah, but
No,
forget about what he said.
Earlier he said.
Yeah, come on, Haskell, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, come on, stop, bro.
Yeah.
See, at that point, like the line, the disingenuous, all that behavior, that started to piss me off. Because, like, dude, you realized your boy had a weak argument, and you was caping for him. So now you gotta go down with the ship. I beat two niggas with one stone, with one truth.
Yeah, but,
you know
but
he
again,
said abortion clinic. That's why we researched
that's
this.
fine. That's fine.
Everybody know what I'm talking.
No, that's not fine. It's not fine. You lying nigga, that's not fine. The whole argument was based on that. Otherwise, he'll be still debating Unc. Keep in mind, he was debating Unc earlier about Darwin and eugenics. Okay, he went to the abortion clinics. That's when I took over for Unc, because Unc don't really research that. So I said, "Now let me take it from here." Go ahead, go ahead and look at the video. It's called Racism, Darwin Racism, something like that. Look at around 2 hours and 30 minutes. You're gonna see him debating Unc. And when he made that abortion bullshit, I hopped on his ass.
About Planned Parenthoods. Knock it off.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, come on, stop, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
you know
but
he said
again,
abortion clinic. That's why we researched
that's
this.
fine. That's fine.
Everybody know what I'm talking about. Planned Parenthoods. Knock it off.
Everybody knows what you're talking about. Only Haskell, you can put that on.
I'm talking. Yeah, but
No,
forget about what he said.
Earlier he said.
Yeah, come on, Haskell, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, come on, stop, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
you know
but
he said
again,
abortion clinic. That's why we researched
that's
this.
fine. That's fine.
Everybody know what I'm talking about. Planned Parenthoods. Knock it off.
Right,
Earlier,
but,
what
Now
I
we gotta
said-
read the nigga mind.
I've been
Only Haskell.
talking
But-
about Margaret
but
Sanger,
can
Planned
we be-
Parenthood, and her enacting a
can we
plan to
be-
put all of these facilities in the black community. I've been talking about it the whole time. So don't stop. So spare me with all of the But
But
earlier today, he
but
said,
see,
like, knock it off.
but no, focus. But I would argue, since you say Planned Parenthood so frequently, it would be kind of weird for you to say abortion clinics today and not do so intentionally. So to now
No,
backtrack and
no,
say,
no, no,
well,
no,
I say
no, no,
Planned
no,
Parenthood
no,
all the
no, no,
time.
no, 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 no. When I say abortion facilities, I'm talking about Planned Parenthoods. Everybody knows that. My argument has been consistent. Don't
So
switch it.
do so intentionally. So to now
No,
backtrack and
no,
say,
no, no,
well,
no,
I say
no, no,
Planned
no,
Parenthood
no,
all the
no, no,
time.
no, 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 no. When I say abortion facilities, I'm talking about Planned Parenthoods.
So when he say abortion facilities, he's talking about Planned Parenthood. How is that actually possible? Planned Parenthood is its own entity. Again, abortion clinics are privately ran companies by physicians, surgeons, whoever. No different than a dentist. How do you lump up all dentists, facilities, and say, yeah, this is no different than this government ran facility? What are you talking about? Every dentist charge their own prices. They do their own work, and they stand on their work. And if their work is bad, that person going out of business. While other dentist facilities keep floating.
Parenthood
No,
all the
no, no,
time.
no, 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 no. When I say abortion facilities, I'm talking about Planned Parenthoods. Say
Do someone.
with all of the. But earlier today,
So,
he
but
said,
see,
like, knock it off.
Plan kind of weirdly. So to now
No,
backtrack and
no,
say,
no, no,
well,
no,
I say
no, no,
Planned
no,
Parenthood
no,
all the
no, no,
time.
no, 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 no. When I say abortion facilities, I'm talking about Planned Parenthoods. Everybody knows that my argument has been consistent.
Brother, if you say an abortion
My
clinic,
boy, if you say abortion clinics and we find a study on abortion clinics and it doesn't match up with your study that's on Planned Parenthood facilities, then your argument is not consistent. It's inconsistent. You can't do a study on German Shepherds, but provide pit bull information.
all right, to the watcher, I see you in there. Hop on, my boy, because y'all quick to point out where I messed up at, still man my arguments, all that shit. Now we have Haskell and DJ Focus on the hot seat. You can still watch the game, put that, you know what I mean? Yeah. That game on mute, call in, and speak truth to power. Be bold as me. Okay. Willing to face what you stand on. Other people stand on stuff and they'll face things, but other things they won't face. Okay. Everything you stand on should be brought to the light. So Unc stands on a weird position. I mean, it changed. His position evolved over time about the Egyptian hypothesis, the black we call it the black hypothesis. Chief X stands on Republican conservative, but he don't really bring it to the table. Like whatever you stand on, bring it to the table and let us vet it. Chief X be talking a lot of Republican conservative points, bring it to the table and let us take a look at it. I'm talking this black hypothesis, but he changed it so many times. I don't know where he's at now. But Chef and Concrete. to better explain. But you got to stand on. You should be not you gotta. You don't got to do anything. You should be willing to stand on and bring to the light everything you stand on, where it can be vetted. So the watcher, before I even go into a recap of a Bible debate, my boy, I need to hear. You heard it all. I played this earlier. I played it again. I slow motioned it. Slow motion for me. Did juvenile style. I did everything. Don't try to still man shit. Just point out what's true.
How you gonna ask me a question and throw out everything what I can't do?
No, I'm being funny. I gotta say I'm talking for you.
Oh, that shit tickles.
But I'm gonna pigeonhole you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna pigeonhole you now.
Bro,
Now look,
it was just hella comical.
Now look,
what's up?
Let me just say, disclaimer. This is not to make you an enemy of Haskell or DJ Focus. Because DJ Focus will be coming back on debating. Now he's gonna switch it up. So it's weird because he won't admit that he brought the wrong source for his topic, but he's willing to change his topic to now Planned Parenthood. So he's not going to say abortion clinics anymore. So he acknowledged that was wrong, but he won't acknowledge that it was wrong during our debate. Whatever. But go ahead.
Well, the shit was comical.
No pussy button though.
I'm not known to do that.
Captain Zaryak said hashtag no cowards. So that's how we're going to do here. No cowards.
You can hashtag, underline, bold, italicize, however you want to phrase it, but
do it.
Let me know if I've been known to do that and I can address those moments.
I'm just saying, don't start now. I'm just letting you know, don't start now.
All right, like I was trying to say, I find it hilarious. It's comical. I feel that Focus, like I think I said this a while ago, like you guys have some past history and it bleeds out every time you guys have a conversation. It's like a one-up, like you got a chip on your shoulder or one in the chamber for him and he got one on the shoulder, one for you. So when you guys are arguing, there's more than what you guys are arguing about. So I think he misspoke. Well, I take that back because I realize that a lot of these. Let me finish, my dude. Let me finish, or you can cut me off and explain everything away because I have to be sincere and have to stand on whatever I say, like I always do. Those are my phrases that I use continuously, especially with my daughter. But listen, I feel he had, knowing that he's with a doctrine and certain doctrines have a history of using fear tactics to bring in their congregation and to keep them in line. So I know they have a history of misrepresenting facts, data, narratives, so again, now saying if he intentionally knew the talking points that he's supposed to spit or if he intentionally was misleading, I wouldn't say initially he was being that deceptive. I think he was speaking his talking points and try to umbrella his talking points over the point. And you caught on to it. Amber caught on to it. And I even think Haskell caught on to it. But Haskell tried to, I don't know if he was being, I don't know, because he thinks if he has that mindset of that mentality, then I suppose, I wouldn't say Steelman it because Steelman was putting it in the level of where the topic is understanding opposed to winning the argument. So tailoring the statement to win an argument opposed to being right, I have to do more reading on that. It's late now. My mind is not completely sharp, but so I can't fault Haskell or saying he was intentionally deceptive, but I think once he recognized what the point was, I don't think he should have been doing any more doubling down. anything after that, it could have been trolling or just being disingenuous. With DJ Focus, he has a doctrine. And so if his doctrine taught him that, then he's just regurgitating it. Once it was brought to his attention, however, he ought to have either just owned it, like, okay, I misspoke, I'll hold the L for that, and then kept his talking points narrow. But I think you guys beat up head talking point if he was going to try to put it on the table anyway. So it just became a big rah, 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 flip the table over, wipe all the chess pieces off the board, and now nobody understands it. Shit show type shit. So that's why he kept over talking everyone when he saw that you guys were about to highlight it. So I can say initially he was probably toting a line, but once that line came out with the flashlights, I think I don't know if it was you or Haskell, but you guys were flickering on it. Amber came in there with the fucking floodlight and then just blew the whole shit up, and so he didn't have anything to stand on, but he kept trying to, it just seemed like he wouldn't acknowledge it. He was just trying to act like his point overarched everything when it clearly didn't.
All
That's
right.
my
Okay, cool.
observation.
So this is question and answering period now.
All right.
Okay. So did he say, based off the best of your recollection, did he say 79% of abortion clinics are within the Black community of walking distance? I'll play it back.
I don't recall. I mean, you can play, but I don't I think all that sounds true, but I don't know about the walking distance part. He could have said it, but I don't recall that.
It's same.
But to me, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, both stats are the same. So abortion clinics in white neighborhoods are within walking distance. That just makes sense, right, for business. And abortion clinics in not abortion clinics, I'm using DJ Focus term. Planned Parenthood facilities are within walking distance in Black neighborhoods. That's what you want to do. You want people to come without it being a burden coming. So you want to make it as easy as possible to get there. Right? Because abortion is something serious, and nobody wanted a young girl to be forced to have an unwanted pregnancy because they were dumping them in the trash can, discarding them, and in my opinion, unfairly, possibly, I don't know what happened to the girls, but possibly unfairly being sentenced for such an act. You know what I mean? That's like really being insensitive if they were sentenced. So they made these places accessible for white people and Black people, but don't be confused. An abortion clinic is different than a Planned Parenthood facility. Are you aware of that? Are we on one accord with that one?
I would actually take it a step further. There are certain facilities that well-to-do families have that they can use, or even doctors who can perform those procedures. So, I mean, they have, I don't want to say a black market, or they have access to certain health care that predominantly poor people don't. And those facilities would not be in their residential areas. So highlighting them being within walking distance is kind of irrelevant compared to another facility, because if you go to some suburb areas, there's no grocery stores within miles and stuff. They don't want any of that commercial type stuff. So I mean, so now I'm going with your point, but I'm also just saying how it's really irrelevant. But go ahead.
Going off because the sources, both of our sources say one thing.
Okay.
The abortion clinics say that it's in walking distance of white people. Planned Parenthood, his source says Planned Parenthood or facilities are in walking distance of Black people. So we don't got to speculate. They're both in walking distance.
Okay, pause right there. Now, in saying that, is that a selling tool for convenience? Just stepping back, the fact that someone would even mention that, is that a point for convenience?
Yes, that's what it's intended for.
Okay, so I think we can move from there.
Yeah, because because America's greatest fear is a young girl between 13 to 17 discarding an actual infant. That's the worst fear of America.
I wouldn't say that, but okay. I mean, it sounds it's drawing at my heart. The ethos is pumping. It sounds real dramatic, but
no problem.
Okay.
So the worst fear for a parent, how about that? The worst fear
Not
for
really.
a parent. Okay, cool. Then that's your opinion. But a parent,
I live in America, so I hear all that, but I've seen people discard that shit in the heartbeat.
The worst fear for a parent is for their daughter to have a baby, and because they pitch some weird idea Don't bring no babies in this house. The little girl's actually gonna just do that. Okay, you're right. I can't bring it to the house. So I'm gonna put it in the garbage can or wherever they put it, side of the road, and the baby dies. Like a parent don't want that happening with their daughter. So they're very sensitive on how they talk about those things.
Okay.
Okay. So
At which time period? You're talking about at the time period initially?
period. That no parent want that to happen with their daughter. So,
Okay. All right.
but going further, the question was, you do understand that I didn't get an answer. An abortion clinic, I explained what that is. That is a privately owned business spot from a physician, a surgeon, whoever. They reap the money, nobody else. It's all their money. They could buy a Lamborghini, they could buy a house, they can invest in crypto, they can do whatever they want. That facility is different than a government ran Planned Parent facility. You agree or not?
The reason I would have to agree because just by definition and by work done, I thought less than 15% of Planned Parenthood's business was abortion. I think it's even less than that, but I'm just being hyperbolic and opposed to a business that solely gets that done.
No problem. Objection.
Am I misunderstanding? Just let me know if I'm misunderstanding.
Yeah. If I was in court, I'm a lawyer. Objection, Your Honor. He's not answering my question.
But I'm trying to understand.
Got it.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll say it again.
Okay.
So please stay with me. Don't think ahead. Just stay focused on the question. Planned Parenthood facilities are different than abortion clinics, correct?
Correct.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
All
now
right.
we can proceed. Okay. So DJ Focus, his argument was abortion clinics. If you can't recall it, I'll play it back for you. His argument was abortion clinics. That means these private owned business from physicians who want to make money. Nothing's free. Okay. They want insurance or money. They ain't doing shit for free. These, like a dentist, like, bro, you're not calling up no dentist to get your teeth pulled if you're not in one of these government ran facilities. They ain't doing shit for free or insurance. All right. You're not even getting an appointment. If you talk about I ain't got no money in insurance, you're gonna say click, don't call me back. Okay.
Right.
So so now we know it's different. He then decided to source up his claim with a Planned Parenthood statistic. Would that be valid or invalid? If he's speaking about abortion clinics.
It's partial.
Or it isn't really, come on, man.
I'm okay. All right. All right. I know it's not but you got to realize what you're asking.
Right. Dude, we're talking about, okay, so let me make this very clear for everybody else. I'm gonna speak over you, but over you also. We're talking about privately owned ran businesses. They're doing a study on them alone, nothing to do with Planned Parenthood.
Okay, so you're excluding Planned Parenthood.
Well, the study excludes Planned Parenthood. It says abortion clinic. Once you say abortion clinic, Planned Parenthood is gone. Planned Parenthood has their own study, and that's what Colleen, I'm about to say Dr. Khalid. That's what DJ Focus Colleen was reciting. He's reading a Planned Parenthood study for abortion clinics that has their own study.
Right. Do you understand that a layman and a professional are two different levels of an understanding? So a layman hears abortions, and if all they know they've been indoctrinated with, and the first thing they run to is Planned Parenthood, they may not be even aware that there's something outside.
Objection, Honor. Objection. That's not the question. I got it because I fell for the same thing too. Because but I don't believe, because he said, see, the thing is, he said something that take off any doubt, right? For me, when I said abortion clinic, I'm considering everything Planned Parenthood, like you said, layman. When he says Planned Parenthood, you would think he's considered abortion clinics, but he said something key. He said, when I say abortion clinics, y'all all know I mean Planned Parenthood alone. That's what he said.
Now, if he says that, then that's clarity.
But he did say that. I put that in slow motion.
He said, when I
Okay,
say
well, if he
abortion clinics,
says
y'all
that,
know.
then there's no point.
Do you want to hear it?
If he's, I mean, I'll take your word for it. I don't think you would lie
Okay,
about it.
okay, cool. He said, that's why I say Haskell's full of shit too. You could buck dance all you want, but Haskell heard him say, he said, right. DJ Focus said, everybody knows when I say abortion clinics, I mean Planned Parenthood. He didn't say when I say abortion clinics, I'm also including Planned Parenthood. He said, everybody knows when I say abortion clinics, I mean Planned Parenthood. And Haskell words was right.
And what part of the argument did he say that then?
He said that when I caught it, when I busted his ass by saying Haskell, this whole time
Okay.
before any research was, before we fact check anything, before any sourcing up, did he say abortion clinics or Planned Parenthood?
So this is during the double down. So this wasn't even the
Yes,
initial
yes.
argument.
Then he
This is
doubled down
okay.
afterwards, right? Because I'm like, oh, so before no man said one word before. That's why I pat myself on the back. No man did help, but she did not spawn that idea in my head. When Haskell read my source over, and it said, and first of all, Colleen made his argument about stuck in our head, Planned Parenthood, and then when Haskell read my source over, we're stuck to abortion clinics. I'm like, wait a minute, we didn't read Planned Parenthood. So I was like, yo, Haskell, did he say abortion clinics or Planned Parenthood? And Haskell refused to answer. The nigga tried to buck it. Well, he always maintained. That's when no man said, stop it. He said abortion clinics. Then I said, yeah, fuck out of here. That's when I got pissed off because the dude was clearly choosing a side instead of the truth. All Haskell had to say was, yeah, if he was actually fair, which he's not, we ain't fucking on the side of truth. He would have said, yo, DJ Focus, now you did say originally abortion clinics. You did say that. Like that's what a grown man would have said.
Did he acknowledge it? Wasn't there one point when Haskell kind of acknowledged it?
No,
And
he deflect. I can play the rest of it. You can get
but
frustrated.
what I'm talking about is, I think he's the one who kind of triggered it for you. But what I'm
No.
trying to, okay,
All he did was read my, because this is what he said. Okay, so let me back up. In the short clip, I didn't play this, right? But in the full clip, I did play it on the full clip. You probably see the full clip. On the short clip, it was omitted. But Haskell said this. So I'm reading my source that sides with me, and DJ Focus bamboozled me to believe that his source is just like speaking about what I'm talking about, right? So
okay.
I'm like,
Well, it would be easier if you would remove the slander and just said he just provided faulty information.
no. Hold on. It's not about slander. I'm giving events. I'm saying
I hear you, but I mean, in the court, I hear you. You're also painting a picture. I get it.
Right. So I'm saying that DJ Focus was talking to Uncle Kid, the guy killer, Bobby Banger. Before I was even involved, they was debating just them two, and I was a mediator.
I got that.
Right, but once he went to abortions, he's out of Waters, right?
Right. Okay, I got that.
Pseudo's always gonna play where you're not strong at. So Unc was like, okay, where you going with this? So I said, Unc, I got him. So I said, what are you saying? Right? I came in and said, what are you saying? So then he went to his whole eugenicist rant about abortions, like eugenics, because me and Unc was saying you are eugenics based upon what you just said, but you're condemning Margaret Sanger. What he just said, he's a eugenist also, and that's what we point out. He was hot and mad as shit. So he said, no, the difference is that there's an effort with this government, paraphrasing, and he used abortion clinics, not Planned Parenthood, as his example. And then
okay, so pause. So he said the government is actively.
Okay. No, wait. No. You pause. I'm gonna play it. So don't take my paraphrase literal.
Right. But see, the point is, like, I'm trying to get understanding so I can move on to a point, but it's just getting dragged out.
Okay, yeah, because you're not listening to the paraphrase. Okay, you're taking my words literal, so I'll just play it. Here we go. I'm gonna skip to DJ Focus voice only.
Eugenics is an active movement of exterminating black people on the planet. Eugenics, drop them draws.
Wait, hold on. Who's actively doing this?
Eugenicists. He didn't say government.
Okay, so who's see, this shit's just sloppy. I don't know. See, this is why I try to nail down someone's argument, because when you ramble like that or you have the wrong words in there, it's just like the in control of the sperm with regards to responsible. Hearing sloppy arguments is hard to, because now we're nailing down just bullshit. So again, to just understand, again, I'm not even being charitable. I'm just trying to understand where he's going with it. It sounds like he was saying he was trying to make an argument for the government actively.
No. He didn't say anything about a government. We were talking about eugenicists.
Okay, so let me take that away. So what he's saying that there are eugenicists actively getting that done today.
But he was talking about Margaret Sanger. That's it.
Okay. See, this is okay. See, I can't even participate in this because there's too many rabbit holes.
You can, because you just hold him at his words. That's all. Forget about trying to make sense of his words. Just hold him at every, like in court. If you're a juror, you're a judge. You're forced to listen to every word he says.
Right, but that's why I'm trying to get okay. I guess that's another level of understanding. I can go down to that level of understanding.
Whatever, however you want to do it.
No, it's however you want to do it, because whenever I don't operate within that, when I don't operate within that level, I'm playing back
his words verbatim, and you're trying to make sense of his words.
My G. I understand at a different level.
I got it.
You want me to understand at that level?
Come down here with me. I will
not with you,
guys like me.
Not with you, with that, with his understanding.
Okay, cool. So what I'm saying is, stop trying to be too deep. Just take him at what he's saying. If a guy tell you, "Hey, yo, give me your money, I'm gonna kill you," you're gonna overanalyze that. Well, let me see. Like, dude, he just told you what it is. Have the money, or you're gonna die. So I'm saying, hold him to every word he says, same way.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so I'm playing the words back.
Okay.
He says eugenicist.
Okay, so what I want clarity, so he's not saying government, he's saying eugenicist, but he's not specifying eugenicist, because I thought he said something about Margaret Sanger, and then you highlighted Margaret Sanger wasn't even there and she didn't even do it.
I got you. So I'm gonna
see how sloppy this shit is.
Right now, it's not. Well, if you're not a good debater, you're gonna say sloppy shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the original video, but so I'm gonna do 3 minutes before he said that. How about that? Okay, so you can get the full context. Forget about my chopping and screwing part. This, because I chopped and screwed it for DJ Focus for one, because he was saying that he didn't say something. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make a little video just for you where you can see what you said. All right, so let's create a new tab. Let's go here, and I'm gonna go at 2. So you're gonna see, so this is way past it. This is when Amber was kicking both of their ass, and Haskell was still capping when it's clear he's wrong, and he's still holding on. He never said Focus was wrong, but he did say
he was only using it.
But he did say Unbiased Sports was wrong, and he said Unbiased.
Yeah,
you gotta hold that.
To be honest, and to be upfront, everything prior to the double down is in the air, because it can be okay. I can say that you misspoke. You're still going to hold an L, but I can't charge you with being disingenuous. I can't say that it was premeditated. Now, once they doubled down, when that means they had an opportunity, once you guys provided the clarity and then they doubled down, then everything to me after that is erroneous.
Okay, so Haskell doubled down and tried to change the narrative, and DJ Focus doubled down by saying, you all know when I say abortion clinics, I mean Planned Parenthood.
Okay, so we can stop right there and then just go with Planned Parenthood and substitute Planned Parenthood in all his arguments. And then once it doesn't match up,
you can't do that, because he lost. Not? Because he made a claim. He said abortion clinics.
Okay, but you understand how both of them are wrong, though.
No, right. I listen to what I'm saying, though.
But I hear you. Okay,
but listen to what I'm saying, to my boy. When you read an article, that says Planned Parenthood, because he sourced up with Planned Parenthood article. So if it says Planned Parenthood and you say abortion clinic, that shit was deliberate, because that nowhere in that article he read says abortion clinics. It says only Planned Parenthood. So when you put abortion clinics there, you're doing that purposely. How do you put a word in an article that doesn't exist? like my article says abortion clinics. It don't say Planned Parenthood. So if I say
Right.
Planned Parenthood, that means I intentionally place that word there.
Right. I understand what you're saying.
Right. So when you read an article, and this goes back to comprehension. So I'm willing to say maybe he's a little slow. I want to entertain that. You dig? Or he's being disingenuous. But there's no other way to put it because that word is not there at all in this article.
Right. That's my whole point. So you have a range between him having poor researching abilities, or he's being intentionally duplicitous and manipulating. There's a range in there.
Now watch this. Watch this. So I'm gonna put it on fast speed so you don't be, bored with the conversation. So I got a double speed. Listen to this.
For the greater good, to try to build the world. They were trying to dominate and
That
conquer
got
the
me 1
world.
minute.
through
That got me
brutality.
1 minute.
All right, go ahead. I don't have nothing to do with that. They're smarter than people. So go ahead, whatever you want to say.
All right, well, I'm gonna slow it down a little. I'm gonna still be fast. I'm gonna put a little slower.
Yo, you said he teaches eugenics.
So you see, this is Unc, right?
Right.
Okay, this was a fade between him and Unc on eugenics, and I was the mediator to like just tell him, okay, Unc, okay, stop. Did they focus? You stop. That type of stuff.
I'm not teaching eugenics at all.
You keep cutting it.
So Unc said, bro, what you just said just now, you're teaching eugenics because he just talked about the black man could wipe out white folks. You know the argument. We have sex with their women and we're superior because we got melanin. All that talk, that's eugenics. That's the opposite of what white folks say. So Unc caught that and said, yo, you're teaching eugenics. I said, the mediator, I said, bro, you are like what you're against, you're now for. You just made an argument for eugenics. I said that. I said, dude, everything you just said about wiping out the white race and black people, folks are superior. That's eugenics. And you're going to see me read the Wikipedia article, which says that verbatim.
You get rid of them with having more babies and sex. Did you not?
No, I said we have the power to wipe them off the planet
You
through
cutting in.
cohabitation.
Yeah,
That
but that's
means
eugenics,
we're
though.
the fittest.
That's
That's what that
eugenics,
means.
yo. That's
It's not
eugenics.
That's eugenics, though.
It
No, it's
is.
not.
Eugenics say keep the fittest around and let the weak
Yeah,
Right.
that's an active aggressive tactic. They're trying to exterminate
What?
people. I'm telling
bro,
you
bro,
that
so
we
Wait,
can
bro, you're
wipe
cutting in. First of all, you're cutting in. First of all, you're cutting in. It's not. It's not. Now look, now, he was the first one to break the rule.
Alexa,
yeah, he broke the rules.
time for a
No,
minute,
you don't gotta
lies.
put
I'm
it
the
back
first
He
one
was
to
the
break the
first
rules. That's the Jack Daniels
No, we
talking.
don't need
Alexa,
Lex- we don't need Lex-
time 1 minute.
That's crazy, yo.
You know what I mean? Like,
Jesus
it's
Christ,
just,
yo.
so like,
Where ain't you go yet, bro?
I'm just laughing and not talking. I want to get back to the.
We
you know what I'm
trying,
saying?
yo.
Start a minute over.
You said-
Start the minute
you
over.
said we not stretching, yo. You simply said that black people can get white people out of here. You said we can fuck them out of existence, yo. You said that, yo. And then you said we
It's
dominant,
true.
yo.
It's
Okay, that's
true.
eugenics.
No, it's not eugenics.
It
It's actually
is.
Oh, my
anti-eugenics.
I explain
Eugenics
to you,
has a
explain
clear
to you.
definition of where it came from.
No, wait.
That's
Yeah, let me read the
anti-eugenics.
definition.
No.
Yeah, let me
That's
read
the
the definition. Let me
debunking
read
of
it.
eugenics.
Hey, focus. You're going twice, focus. I'm going to read. I already had the wiki up. You hate wiki. I had the wiki up. Eugenics, okay, is a set of beliefs and practices that aim to
So now keep in mind, it's a set of beliefs. All right. That's what GJ Fogels added in, beliefs and practices.
okay,
He said we could fuck them out of existence. That's a practice.
is a set of beliefs and practices that aim to improve the genetic quality of a human population. Historically, by excluding people, white people, and white groups judged to be inferior or promoting those judged to be superior. That's exactly what you said. You
That is
said
not
white
what I
folks are
said.
inferior. Oh, relax.
That's not what I
I'm gonna
said.
bring it home. Okay, relax. You definitely said white folks were recessive, and recessive is
Mendel said
inferior
that.
to the dominant. But you quoted. Well, that's your understanding of it, right? You understand Mendel to be saying that recessive is inferior to the dominant, right?
Right.
So he was going Mendel's law, what black folks think when they said recessive gene, dominant gene. He quoted that in front of Unc, and he thought that meant that black folks were superior and white folks were inferior. Unc said, no, that's talking about just skin complexion. That's it. But you have other inferior and dominant genes that has nothing to do with that. That's what Unc explained to him earlier.
So, by definition, this just said it's a set of Nation of Islam beliefs and practices that aim to improve, because he just said that we are superior genetically. So we have sex with other nations, that baby, well, white folks, that baby is black. So now it's more superior than the white baby.
So that's superior genetics. If we both have a baby and the baby's black, my genetics is most superior.
The potential white offspring had 2 white folks had birth. Okay, so now the baby's superior because it's black. That's his idea. This is the definition, it's the core definition of eugenics. Then it says to improve genetic quality of a human population, historically by excluding white people. If we go around having sex with all white folks, we're having black babies. We're excluding white babies, and we're judging groups to be inferior or promoting those judged to be superior. Dude, that's the actual definition. You are a eugenicist.
No, I'm not, because the difference.
Okay, so that was the definition of eugenics. So now he's going to go into Margaret Sanger, abortions. You see, we're talking about eugenics. Unc and him was arguing, and then Unc charged him like, yo, you're a eugenicist by what you just said. As the media, I'm like, dude, no, what you just said was some bullshit. Like what you just said was what you're supposed to be against. You're against Margaret Sanger and eugenicists, but you just said some eugenicist shit. And that's what Unc was pointing out. And I'm like, nah, that's a fact. You did that. Okay. So I'm not arguing for Unc. I'm not doing a Haskell. I'm not arguing for Unc. I'm pointing out, no, you actually did do that. And I said it verbatim, exactly word for word what he said. Watch this. Then he gonna run from that and go to abortions. We're not talking about abortion at this point. We're talking about eugenicists and eugenics. That's it. Him and Unc. So this is 2:33, 2 hours, and you will see Unc came in way early, way over here somewhere. I'll say around right here, the 48-minute mark, because DJ Focus he kept talking about Darwin over and over and over. So Unc called in. You see my finger. It's the 48-minute mark when Unc called in. Let me write that down because I'm gonna do a separate video for Unc versus Colleen. DJ Focus. So y'all just can watch that, you dig, by itself. All right, now check this out.
What you're saying, which I just explained to you, is that the eugenics have to take an active, aggressive approach of extermination.
So now you see he's saying eugenics, eugenicist. That's it. He's not saying government, because Margaret Sanger is not part of the government. All right, the government is actually mad at her during. That's why niggas don't know. That's why they
I agree.
They come on this live, I beat the shit out of them because they think Margaret Sanger is part of a program. The government is trying to shut her ass up. She was going against religion at that time. She was the reason why we got condoms here. The Catholic Christianity, Catholicism said no condoms, no abortion. That's your baby. Don't even wear a condom. Condoms were banned. You gotta fuck raw because they was pushing the whole you gotta get married shit. Ain't no, having sex, this person, that person. You have sex, you have a baby, that's yours. Period. You should have been married. And that's how this country was thinking before Margaret Sanger came into play. And then when people wanted an abortion, when dads was fucking off on their wives, they want abortion, the dads would either bring the pregnant woman to a barbershop where he stuck a hanger in her vagina, or he did himself. So women and babies were both dying. And that's when Margaret saying, okay, this shit got to stop. All right, so let's go ahead.
Dude, that's the actual definition. You are a eugenicist.
No, I'm not, because the difference, what you're saying, which I just explained to you, is that the eugenics have to take an active, aggressive approach of extermination. They can't wipe people off the planet through cohabitation alone. We are the debunking of eugenics. We are the debunking of Darwin's evolutionary theory. We're not eugenicists. That makes no sense. I'm telling you the power of black people. I'm not telling you that that's my global mission, that we're going to march into every white neighborhood and say, bring your daughter out here. God damn it, it's church. Drop them drawers.
Even your boy Blue Devil. Your boy Blue Devil said, DJ Focus, you lost this one. That's
you
eugenics.
So you wrong, yeah, but I just said.
That's eugenics, man. That's definition.
All right, but that was before Blue Devil just heard me what I just said, my rebuttal, which is that I'm not actively going into white communities asking for their daughters to drop their drawers so we can wipe them off the planet. Eugenics is an active movement of exterminating black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your communities.
Here you go. They, eugenicists, put abortion clinics in your 79% of abortion clinics, abortion, not Planned Parenthood. And now watch what I say next.
Real quick. Hold up.
Yep. Go ahead.
My charge will be name one.
Huh?
My charge will be name one. Name one eugenicist ran abortion clinic in what city and what community?
Okay, so the reason why I didn't do that, because before we even hopped on the watcher in the chat, you have to know I already had this information available okay, like I do the Hebrews, I already know what they're going to say. So or possibly what they would say. So I research to anticipate, okay, if they say this, I got this right here, I got that right here. So I'm not Googling. So as soon as he said that, I called Cap and I sourced up. Watch this.
Actively going into white communities asking for their daughters to drop their drawers so we can wipe them off the planet. Eugenics is an active movement of exterminating black people. They put 79% of abortion clinics in your communities. They are
But you just made that up. Yeah, you just made that up. You can't.
So I challenged them immediately. You just made that up. You just made it. See, so I'm confident right now.
Saying that you
Yeah, but I got
provide
my
it.
Yes, right here. All right.
So now I said what you said, the watcher. I said provide it. I know he don't. I know he doesn't have it.
To you right now.
It's right here. Can you do it right now for me?
Right now.
Hey, this dude says 79% of abortion clinics are. I haven't seen one.
So now I said I never seen an abortion clinic in the black community. So I said I haven't seen one. So I'm clear. I'm clear in my position. 79%. I ain't never seen one.
Bro, that's my first thought. I'm like, nigga, name one, bro.
Yeah.
Name
See,
one.
but you heard me go there, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, we
Okay.
have a different understanding. You ain't gonna
Okay.
slide that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Watch
I'll
this,
go back to mute.
But listen, I already knew he was coming on, and I know that he's gonna talk about Darwin. He the same shit. So I researched. I said, okay, if he say these shits, I got his at. The same way when I debate the Hebrews, like a lot of times I show my notes. You see, I got a whole bunch of random shit there. So if he say this, I go here. If he say that, I go here. I already got it there. They ain't got that for me though, but I got it for them.
My nigga, in black communities. Okay,
I haven't seen one.
79%.
Which one's in Plainfield?
Hold on.
So now I was specific. I said, yo, which abortion clinics in Plainfield? We have a black majority community. Hold on.
Hey, so
abortion.
real quick.
Hold on.
So can I ask you a question?
79%. Hold on, real quick. Let me
So
finish
nobody
before
can talk because he's going to prove this.
let me get my point out. 79% of abortion clinics in the black communities. That's eugenics.
That's fake.
Hold on,
That's
time
fake.
out. That is active, whatever you want to call it.
So I'm
But
saying
that
fake.
is an active step that these people are taking towards the termination of black people. I'm not talking about that. What
So
I'm
why we
talking
go to
about
the clinic
is
then? Why we
Mendel's
go?
law and the fact that Mendel's law directly contradicts Darwin and the fact
Oh, you are
that
dumb, my man.
we are the
So now you
fittest.
clearly see the context. Him and Unc was debating Darwin, Mendel's law, and eugenics. Or eugenics and eugenicists. That's what they were debating. He went
Right.
back and told you that. Okay.
What was that pivot to Mendel's law shit?
Well, he was saying the recessive and dominant gene. You know, they always do that to show, to pseudo show blacks are dominant than white folks. They don't even understand his findings. And Unc was trying to educate him, but his brain was already locked in. So,
Okay.
but he brought it back for you though. He said eugenics. He said Darwin and Mendel's law. So you see, that's Unc. That's some shit I never talk about. That's something definitely Unc talks about. So that he just told you who he's debating at that point. But dude,
Okay.
when you go to abortions, because he's running from Unc and eugenics. I'm sorry, he's running from Unc, and Unc claimed that he's a eugenicist, and Unc claimed that you don't know Mendel's law. So he ran from that and tried to run to abortions. They're gonna always run to something they believe you don't know. And without me, he was able to say all that shit in front of Unc. Right? So this is tag team. I slapped his hand, so I got it from here.
That we
No,
are the
you made
fittest
that.
because we are the
Darwin-
strongest and they are the recessive. We are the
Yeah, that's not eugenics. He just said it. We are the stronger. Come on, that's what Unc was saying.
dominant. And they
No,
hold
wait.
on, let me finish. We are the
Okay.
You
dominant.
gotta always let him finish. He gonna say the same shit over.
And they're the recessive.
Your 1 minute, your 1 minute is getting
Okay,
close.
hold on. Now, as I said,
'Cause you about
we
to tell a
have
story.
proof of Mendel and science calling the recessive weak, calling the recessive light, lighter, weaker, stronger, dominant. That's fact. That means stronger, dominant, blacker, fittest, not white. So that destroys Darwin's point. All right,
Okay, are
now
you
y'all
done?
can try to skew that
Yeah.
into, well, if we were
All
the
right,
fittest, how did they take
Yeah.
over the world? But all that's
Okay, now you're done. Okay, you're
So he's never done. You see?
done. You're
nothing
done.
to do with the
Go ahead.
biology of it.
Okay. Look, he's
tell
still.
Blue Devil
You're the only
what
one
that
breaking
shit.
the rules. Now look, he claims that it's us. So far, it's only been him.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So all I'm saying is he serious though? Like you keep messing up, yo. Mendel, they was talking about genes and genetics, yo.
That's what I'm
And when
talking
you
about.
talking about dominant and recessive, you talking about
He's still cutting
non-sexual
in.
genes. Yeah, non-sexual genes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep saying you like name any other gene beside you. Matter of fact, you ain't named no genes. You just talk about skin color since we dark and we dominant.
He said he ain't named no genes. Okay. He about to say name a gene. He said you ain't named no gene. And he can't.
No, our skin color range from light to dark. All black people aren't dark skinned, bro. So my point is, what do you mean by saying we have dominant genes? What other genes we have besides those that produce darker to brown skin, yo, and light brown skin? I'm asking
That's
you a
all for
direct
me.
question.
It
No,
don't
Hey,
matter.
focus. It's not your goal, my man. You gotta
He
relax.
asked me a question. I'm sorry.
Now he understand that that's rhetorical because he do the same shit and we can't cut him off. Let me talk. Let me finish.
That's rhetorical, my man. You'll get to it when you go.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no way you're gonna stay
Well,
here
his
and
1
say
minute is
because
up. So
no, bro, hold on. I'm
Wait,
simply saying
dude, you went
can't
for a minute
sit
and a
here
half.
nah, but you was
Yeah,
on me
yeah.
for 1 minute. His minute is up.
No, bro,
But
I'm
when I go
simply
to
All right.
talk, I'm gonna have to be stuck to 1 minute after y'all went
All
for
right,
2 minutes because it's 1
hold
minute
that
apiece.
point up. All right, hold that point up.
All right. So now you see what I did? He said Unc's minute up and Unc can get another word out. I said, okay, Unc, hold that point. Right? Is he gonna cry about that? Now he went for a minute and a half, no problem. He wanna hold Unc to 1 minute, no problem. I said, Unc, hold that point. Listen.
Because my new name is Barry Bonds. I'm about to knock the dude out the park.
Okay, so that's me. That's the opportunity for me to so that source is bullshit that he just said.
Hey, so this is the Gutmaster Institute. Claim that most abortion clinics are located in black or Hispanic neighborhoods is false.
So to watch, that's proof that he's been watching and reading pseudo information for this institute to have to debunk that fucking claim. They understood this is something being parroted among the black stupid nigga community. So they say, listen, let's nip that in the bud. This only goes on in the black community, and there's always somebody white who's pro-life to put that in stupid niggas black heads what they do with vaccines. Everything, every sovereign citizen, everything. There's a pseudo white man coming to the bell curve niggas and implanting a pseudo idea, and enough of us take it hook, line, sinker to influence black culture every time.
Matter advisory updated in June 2014. Okay, key findings. About 6 in 10 abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half of the residents are white. You don't know, you research this.
Keep in mind, Watcher, I'm actually, so he made a claim about abortion clinics. I'm actually reading the study about abortion clinics. I'm reading the actual study about abortion clinics. That's when you got a L. Is a little loser. He made a claim. He said 79% black, blah 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 blah. I'm saying, where you read that from? The actual report is this. I'm reading the actual report.
It's poor, my man. You can't fuck with me on no level.
Okay, the Guttmacher Institute.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
He cut in right away, which you see when Unc talk cut in when I talk, but he told his brother and me earlier this phone that we cut him off. But you see who cuts everybody off, and it look like he does it in a mean spirit. It's not like, okay, brother. It's always aggressive, assertive. It's never pleasant.
Look, every pro-choicer. Dude, now I'm going to mute you. Now I'm going to mute you because you cut in. I'm going to mute you. I bodied you. I bodied. He's a clown. Okay. Key findings. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share my screen.
Bruh,
I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, no. Don't come here. I'm put you.
It's not respected.
You heard him right. So now Haskell is a clown. I'm gonna say that live. He's a clown because when I challenged DJ Focus sources, Haskell tried to say, "Come on, Tobias, you challenging sources, but you see who did it first." Because at this point, he didn't provide a source. I did, and Haskell basically called me a clown for challenging DJ Focus source, which I was chasing. But my point is, be fair. If I'm a clown, DJ Focus is a clown. See, I'm telling you, man, people got it in for me, but it's okay because they can't fuck with me in a debate. So it's just on the sideline talk shit.
And not just me. How about you do a debate yourself? Not you. I'm talking to those people. How about you guys go on record and do a debate? I guarantee you take a fucking L versus a pseudo. Because you don't know how to research correctly and then remember that motherfucker and then understand it like I can. It's the shit I'm into. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking shit.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. Don't talk. You didn't bring up no source. You're just talking like you always do. You're a horrible researcher. Okay. Now, here you go. You can see my screen right here.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Mhm.
about 6 in 10 abortions. So I'm looking at key findings. Okay.
So right there at the top, you see Gutton, whatever, Sutton.org. I'm actually reading the research.
About 6 in 10 abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half of residents are white. Fewer than 1 in 10 abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half of residents are black. So you're a liar. Okay? Some 13% of abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half of the residents.
Watcher, keep in mind what I'm challenging. I'm challenging his stat about abortion clinics. Not Planned Parenthood. I'm challenging his stat about abortion clinics. So
Okay.
I pulled up an abortion clinic stat.
But sir, the source that he was the person he was citing was who?
He didn't cite nobody.
Okay, so he didn't cite anyone, but you're the
Nobody.
first one to
Yes.
actually put up real substantial data.
Yeah. Yep.
And put it on the table.
I said he just talking, and I just said that verbatim. I said he just talking, but I'm gonna pull up some. I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay, I heard that part.
Hispanic.
So,
Definitions. This analysis categorizes abortion providers in 2 ways to offer the most comprehensive overview possible. All comprises of all 1720 providers known to provide abortion care in 2011. 400 plus comprises the 576 abortion providers that provided 400 more abortions in 2011. These facilities accounted for 33% for all providers and 92% of all abortions in 2011. So we're getting stats. We're not just talking here. Methodology. Last thing, it says using the results of its most recent census of all known abortion providers in the United States, all known. Guttmacher examined the racial and ethnic makeup of neighborhoods in which abortion providers were located in 2011. The most recent year for which data are available, neighborhood characteristics are based on information for each U.S. zip code from 2007 to 11. American Community Survey. You're a liar and you can't source up.
Now,
I mean,
look,
I
now,
just
okay,
did.
all right, now look, lifenews.com.
Body
This is
bag.
my source.
Zip them up.
Hold up.
Okay. Listen.
Lifenews.com. Hold up, time out. Wait a minute, because the Guttmacher Institute is not respected by a lot of people in this fight. The Guttmacher.
So what he just said was basically a lot of pro-life people, they don't respect the Guttmachers. I think that's what it's called, institute. Now this is the institution that people go out there and research and get polls and data, collect all this shit from abortion clinics.
Lifenews.com.
He did some you heard what he said, it's called pro-life. So what I did was I called him out on, I said, bro, you just went to a flat out biased website. So then he went into another biased website, but at least it's some blackout. So he quoted some white shit just now. And then he went to a black website, which I can't say was pseudo because it read the facts. So I'm gonna go. So this is the white one. Because I kept asking for his source. It took forever for him to post it. And like me and Unc laughed it out of existence. This shit right here.
To come up with that number. That's a crazy number.
Lifenews.com. Some pure bullshit here. So then he sourced up with something better. Right here. The Haskell's grilling me on because I challenged it. But he did the first challenge. Now watch this. So now now at this point, you see it now, watcher. You got to keep in mind, he's sourced up already. It was some bullshit. So in the background, he's doing more Google research. So this wasn't his first pull. This wasn't his first choice. Look what he's reading though. He's reading Planned Parenthood. He's not reading abortion clinics. So that's where the L was applied. So when I finally pointed out 30 minutes later, I'm like, Haskell, wait, was his claim, because I'm looking like, yo, he keeps saying Planned Parenthood. I'm like, Haskell, was his claim before we did any research, before we sourced up share screens, was his claim abortion clinics or Planned Parenthood? And Haskell, disingenuous ass, said, that doesn't matter. And then he started to deflect and cover for DJ Focus. Like, dude, the watcher, had he just said Planned Parenthood facilities cover 80% of Black majority neighborhoods, and that we're within walking distance, they're at a convenience. The watcher, my argument would have been like, okay, but that's the reason for that. Because Black folks they like those services. So that's his new debate. That's his new argument now. So I'm like, oh, bruh, if a McDonald's is in a neighborhood and everybody buys for that shit and they get fat, that's what they wanted. So if you put abortion clinics in a neighborhood, first of all, you don't do shit without some type of feedback from the community. All right. When you look in politics, you already know that. You don't waste any money to put a facility in a community without knowing they want it or not. Come on, like, let's not be fucking retarded. They realize Black people, young women, look at our culture. We fuck a lot. It's in our music, it's in our movies, it's in our language, it's everything we do. We fuck a lot. You dig? So, of course, the people who fuck a lot is going to use that service the most. So Black leaders campaign and argue like, yo, there's nothing for us. We're forced to just have babies. And then you complain when the women are on welfare or the babies are, rejects of society. But you're helping produce this because you are assisting on unwanted pregnancies. So the government's responded. Like, all right, well, here you go. Ask the watcher, your turn. It's on you. He dropped off. I'm sure he'll be back. I won't go past 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is my deadline. Look at this stupid ass computer. This is a stupid computer, man. This Mac shit.
Mic check.
Yeah, we here.
Okay. Yeah, I have my phone in my pocket, so right when I pulled it out, of course, I hit any button to press. Of course, it hits the leave button, right? Okay. You asked me a question. What was it?
And you got a flip phone, bro. You close the damn flip.
It's not a flip phone.
I'm joking. This nigga's serious.
I wish I had one.
Yeah, me too. Those just solid. You could drop them, you could kick a slide board, and that shit good.
Shit, yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
no.
go ahead.
Hold
What
on.
was your question?
Wait. The baby woke up.
Uh-oh.
So let me go grab him. Hold on. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, you prompted a question.
Are you there to watch him?
Hold on. Am I on mute? Mic check. No.
Hold on.
Can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I'm not on mute.
That's my volume. Say something.
Mic check, mic check.
I can hear you clear. Let me turn you down.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so now you got everything, right? So my first argument is pointing out the fact that he made a claim and gave an article that had nothing to do with the claim. I was saying in court, that's enough to say, Your Honor, dismiss this case.
I agree.
Legal charge, and you're pulling up a charge, you're pulling up evidence about me fighting fucking pit bulls. So that's why I call it a first round TKO.
So, and now I know what I said to you. I said, had he just said Planned Parenthood, I would not have argued the stats. I would have argued there's a reason for why they're in the Black communities, and it's not a diabolical reason. That's what that's what we're going to argue.
Right.
Going forward, because he's going to keep that argument because he's smart enough to say Planned Parenthood now. But I'm going to say, yeah, okay, let's argue that. But I'm going to show you that there's a reason why they're here, and Black folks have a say so. People ain't just planting shit in our neighborhoods. And that's what I said to you. I said, nobody's going to build facilities in a neighborhood not knowing whether the residents going to, enjoy or interact with these facilities. They're going to always do a poll, talk to community, and see what they like. That's politics, bro. When Luke, the rapper Luke, when he debated Tariq Nasheed, he was telling Tariq Nasheed, yo, you got this bullshit you talking, but you're not talking to the people, the actual people that you trying to get to stand behind us. You're not talking to them. So therefore, that's why it's not on the poll for a voter to vote for. So that goes back to these facilities. DJ Khaled Focus is talking about. He thinks white folks just the watcher. Listen, man. He thinks white folks has got enough money to just build facilities and hope Black folks just participate and join and then take the services. That's what he thinks. He doesn't think that Black leaders are calling for this shit. So all I gotta do, again, the watcher, is prove that Black folks were calling for abortion centers. Isn't that done? Because he's gonna say the Illuminati or some eugenics. So, but once I do that, he's gonna say, nah, but they was bought off by the Illuminati or eugenics. So no matter what I say, like there's a counter. Like the dude I debated, my boy. Yeah. I was just happy. We talked for about 2 hours. No, about an hour and 50 minutes. And I'm going to say he talked for an hour and 40 minutes. I talked for 10 minutes total. He talked for an hour and 40 minutes. I talked for 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, I got enough. I didn't get off. I asked questions. He said some dumb shit, bro. I didn't argue. It just archived. It's documented. I'm recording. Like, I don't got to argue this nigga. Because if I argue, we'll never get to my other points I'm trying to make. So I was able to get off all of my points, bro, and he tried to explain it over. I didn't argue because I want to get another one off. So everything I wanted to argue, I got it off, and it wasn't for him. Because believe me, I had him like do some shit where his audience seen it. So now he was speaking, he was trying to re-educate his audience from what I was showing them. And bro, I realized people who rock with him are just going to believe whatever he says. But if there's anybody out there struggling with the doctrine, that's part of the doctrine, but struggle with the doctrine, it's always somebody who watches, always somebody who's down with you, but you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Always. So that's why they end up snitching, right? Or just leaving all together. So all they need is somebody like me to come across and provide more doubt. It's like, yeah, I knew there's some other shit out here. And then he answered it in an unsatisfactory way. So he talked forever. So I use that against him to watch. So I use that as he's pushing me. And I'm gonna use jujitsu. I'm gonna use this force against him. So I allow him to be the bully and I'm the weak nerd. And he felt so comfortable because I didn't challenge anything. He just talked and talked. I'm telling you, the first 40 minutes was just him talking. I'm like, yo, how is this a debate if you just talk the fucking most? Like, dude, like you're that scared of me? Cause we did debate Virginsburg and he didn't do good. So I'm like, this guy got a lot of reasons. The watcher, he don't do this in no other debate, bro. They talk to each other. If I wouldn't have said shit, he would have just finished. All right, bro. Good night. And I want to say one word. I had to force and interject myself there. He was not gonna say, brother, what's your thoughts? Like he asked me setup questions, like gotcha questions. Never do I say I know the Bible better than these guys, like the stories. I never say that. I don't read the Bible like that. I just read my argument, verses pertain to my argument. I know those verses very well. But bro, if there's some other shit outside the virgin birth, you probably didn't read it anytime soon. I probably read it before 10 years ago. I didn't read it anytime soon. So he's he's asking me gotcha questions. So Israel, all right, when they went to war 1600 years ago, who did they fight? I'm like, I don't know. No, but you gotta know. Really? Okay, so the Assyrians, I'm mixing shit up. Assyrians, a whole bunch of Assyrians? No, the Babylonians. Okay, thank you for educating. You did. It's like, yo, what the fuck? What are you doing here? So I'm like, okay, he's gonna do the gotcha question shit. No problem. Brother, you know more than me as far as the stories. Okay. Can we talk about the topic though? So I'm gonna go to, let me see if my videos are available. I'm telling you, I really like this recap gonna be difficult because I really ain't do much talking. I mean, I never had a discussion like that before. It's almost like he just called me to like be a panelist and just listen. Cause the delay is for the chat. The panelist hears it first. It's like he invited me, like a premiere of a movie. He invited me just to hear it first. That's all. To hear his argument before the chat. Like I'm privileged. Just some VIP shit. That's how I felt. Like he got me in the VIP section. I'm not even debating. Okay, so I'm gonna go to something I said. Let's see. All right. What channel did it put it on? Oh, shit. That's another thing. Like StreamYard is weird, bro. StreamYard is weird. Like it won't put it to Unbiased Sports, the video. That's weird. Even though I'm doing a Zoom live on my channel, I thought it's weird, man. I can't figure this shit out. So now I don't even know where it's sent it, to be honest, the video. Okay. Yeah, bro, I don't even know where it sent it. I checked Unbiased Sports, it wasn't there. So let me just see. Let me check again. Oh, I got it private. That's why. Yeah, that's my fault. I got it private. All right, so it is Unbiased Sports. Okay, so I got an active community strike. What's this? What's this about? What's this about? Okay, this is August. This is August 2000. This is August 13. This is what? I got a community strike way before the goddamn pandemic. Then it said I got a, huh? Yeah, and then it says I got a, okay, now this dude is striking. Yeah, the dude I just debated, he's the one striking my videos. Yeah, it says, I want you to look at this.
Screenshot, all that shit.
Yeah, look at this shit, yo. Look at this. All right, so the first one, it don't tell you. It just says 2 weeks, the punishment. So it says this one, warning against that it's already expired, right? Or did it? No, this is recent. Yeah, this is the guy I debated, this feminine guy. It says, I did a checkmate video, but it might not be him though. I can't say it's him. Watch, I'll take that back. I can't say it's him. Because a lot of times I will extend the video and have other, so let me just make sure if I just did him, a lot of times I play, we talk and I play other shit. So I get to see it right now. So I'm not, because I don't think he would do that, to be honest. I think he's so arrogant where he won't. You see that right there, it's rejected.
the appeal, which they never explain why. Okay, so how do I? Okay, so let's go back. They won't even let me look at the video. This is wild. Okay, here we go. No, it's not gonna let me do it. Now look, this is what it says to watch. It's all it tells me. It says, this is how YouTube do me. It just says, this video has been removed for violating YouTube policy on spam, deceptive practices, and scams. And then when I try to view it, it won't let me view it. Okay, so that's some stupid shit right there. But it was a video on him. If I remember, I think I played some other stuff in that, but it won't let me view it though. Ain't that weird? Like, if can I see my accuser? Can I see the video? Can I see the content? Nope. It says, we look carefully at your content. Look at this shit, yo. You can read it. It says, we look carefully at your content. Again, we look again and have confirmed that it does violate community guidelines. It will not be available on YouTube. We know it may be disappointing. It's important. Yo, dude, what did that tell the watcher? What did that tell me about? Like, it never told me what. It just mentioned scamming, this, that, but never pinpointed what I do. So
it was upheld.
Huh?
So whoever reviewed it upheld it.
The way it works. Hold on, let me see if I can show you the way it works. It's just some weird stuff. You see my screen, right?
Right.
So let's see. Is it here? I think it's here. Bruh, I don't even. Okay, here we go. Watch this. There's actually a section right here. You see what that says right there? It says copyright. I click that, and it's going to show everybody who shared my shit right here. See, that's everybody who shared my shit, and it shows you the percent is 10% of my video, 40%, 20%, 20%, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 100%. So he showed everything. He just copied the whole fucking thing. 10%, 100%. So all these people, I can make some type of claim on. You see it?
Yikes.
So that means there's no way to avoid somebody. So let's say if I'm beefing with Chief X, and I wanted to like show some Chief X shit, it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell him I'm biased sports. See, it tells everybody. Look, this is the guy. Truth. This is no, I'm sorry. This is the channel. Tony Harvin, and this is him. This is First Church. This is First Church. Daniel Roman. You dig? Tony Harvin. True Hitman. Salt and Light. And then myself. So I'm like, why the hell would I care about, you know what I mean? I just don't know how somebody could do the Alpha and Omega. I'm like, why would I care? They sharing this shit. Remove request, message, all this shit right here. So that's how they do you. So if I'm beefing with Chief X and I'm sharing like a little 10% of his video, just 10%, that's it. He's allowed to still ask for it, get that off my channel. So that's why that fair use is bullshit. Because they still can tell you to get this shit off. Nope, delete it. Don't use nothing on mine. Delete it. So the Sakari Virgin, the same guy, I did a recap and I can't remember.
Wow.
I can't remember if I shared other videos. I cannot remember. Maybe I did. So I'm not gonna blame him. So I don't think I think his ego's too big to do that, to watch. I think in his mind, he really beat my ass. Like in his mind, the other guys feel like they lost. I think in his mind, he won. So I don't believe he'll feel like, I think he'll be thinking, damn, I'm biased sharing me kicking his ass. Okay, go ahead. That's how I think he would think. So I highly doubt if he did that. I think I was sharing because I'd be sharing Vlad, I'd be sharing Math Hoffa, but if I had to pinpoint, bro, I think it's Math Hoffa. And I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just, cause I do be playing it long without any commentary. But I think it's Math Hoffa, the main one who be flagging me. I think it's him, cause twice on this channel I was playing him, and my backup channel I was playing him, and both got flagged. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not a coincidence. Yeah, but yeah, so sharing that's why I said I'm biased sports. I'm just not gonna share nobody content. I'm not taking that. That's why when Chief X, now you see if you were there up late when Chief X and Q was trying to convince me to like share somebody content, I said, nah, I'm good. They said, nah, that good. Nah, they trying to educate me like, dude, I'm good. And they're still trying. Oh, how many times I gotta say I'm good? I'm saying, no, I don't want to do it. They, no, you should do it. Hey, dude, I don't want to be suspended for 2 weeks. All right, so kids today getting beat and dropping. What's this? She looks. Yeah, this be sad, man. These store robberies, it'd be nothing but black people, man. Young black people, not even older. Oh, I ain't sharing my screen. Okay, so let me see. Oh, so now I know the video, and I said 1 o'clock is my 1 o'clock. I will not be on after 1. So I got 16 minutes to just show what I'm going to show. Okay, so I found the video. I gotta make it public. Now I know I'm making it unlisted because I don't want people to see it just yet. I want them to see it when I show it. All right, cool. I got it now. You're gonna laugh. I'm gonna put it in super fast speed. You're gonna laugh once this dude talk before I said a word. Let me share my screen so you see what I'm doing. So you guys is up, can't sleep, or in California. This is a description. Yeah, he must have had orders like, yo, do not let him talk, man. That's why I didn't give my name. I didn't give my real name. I'm Bias Sports. I said Swazi Media. You did. I said, now you're not gonna do me like that. And that they tied me to that shit. Bias Sports. I'm gonna say 2 hours. All right. Let me save that.
A description.
Yeah, you got to. Yo, the last debate I had with him, he did the same thing, but it was never as bad as this, man. The other one, he talked, but I was able to like get my shit off. Bro, he wouldn't even let me read the verse. He read every last verse. My man literally said hands off. Like, you ain't doing shit this time. So, hold on, I gotta. Come on. Here's the video right here. Look at this shit, bro. This is embarrassing.
Himself. Let me just check the StreamYard. Oh, it looks like my guest is here. All right, let me add him. Shalom, what's going on?
Wow, peace, brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is it clear, like loud, or I gotta speak up?
You sound good. What's your name, brother?
Swazi Media.
Swazi Media.
Yeah.
You sound familiar. Are you the same brother that I had the dialogue about the so-called virgin birth with?
Yeah, I told you that in email.
You did not answer that question. You actually alluded
Now
to
look,
that question.
okay, you actually
Okay.
said, look. So now he start off with a lie. Look at this. Yeah.
Swazi Media.
Yeah.
You sound familiar. Are you the same brother that I had the dialogue about the so-called virgin birth with?
Yeah, I told you that in email.
You did not answer that question. You
All right, okay. He said I didn't answer that question. I'm going to email. This sometimes I say, man, like I don't know if it's just black people, it's white people, it's everybody. I don't know. But let's go to the email. Okay, so we're in the email. Okay. We're in the email. This is everything right here. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna make it bigger. Watch, are you looking at this? Because he just made
Yeah,
it
I can see.
Okay, watch this. So this is me. I said, I think a debate would be about the laws, whether they are done or not. But the Gentile topic, I said, I don't think it's enough to do a debate. Look at this. Oh no, this is question. He said, Shalom. He said, you wouldn't happen to be the brother I did the virgin birth debate with. Okay, that's his question. And while he asked that question, and I'm telling you, every time I look at the clock, that's my birthday, 12/15. Look at that shit, 12/15. Okay. So he asked that question, and I was already responding about, no, this is him. Okay, so that is it up or down? I'm confused how this thing works here. I had no idea. But he said, I don't know you, brother. I don't feel comfortable giving you my number. I said that way back here. I said, I'm at work right now, but we can set up an online call via StreamYard. You see? And this was there. And then he said that. So I don't know how this shit, but I guess the times will tell you the order. So he said, what's your ability tomorrow? And said, look what I said. I said, I really don't think we're going to disagree that much on the Greek versus Jew thing. So let's do a +2 on the virgin birth. +2. That means debate again. And then look, I said it. I said, plus, I think you were cutting me off too much. Yeah, the watcher, did I say that?
I see it.
Okay.
I see it.
Okay. I said we could donate 30 minutes towards the Greek and Jew debate and the rest of the hour towards part 2 on the did I say rematch?
Wow.
Okay, cool. Let's go back.
Actually familiar. Are you the same brother that I had the dialogue about the so-called virgin birth with?
Yeah, I told you that in the email.
You did not answer that question. You actually alluded to that question.
No, you actually said you were not willing to talk about it again. So that was definitely me.
That wasn't an express answer, but that's fine, right?
Okay. So you see how we started off? So I'm like, oh my God, dude, just say you don't remember. Okay, so I'm gonna play super fucking fast speed because I never said one word.
So Swazi Media, right? So you want to have a dialogue on the Jew and the Greek, correct?
Yeah, because I hear both arguments, right? And I look into it, I believe in depth. I'm like, no, I don't think it's talking about only Jews.
Only Jews, okay. All right, let me ask you a question. What is a Jew? Who is a Jew?
So initially the Jew is a person from the tribe of Judah. But then when the tribes separated and they warred, southern versus northern, the Jews became the southern tribe, which is Judah, Levite, and Benjamin. And then I see in the New Testament that sometimes the word Jew can apply to all of Israel.
Where do you see that?
I see that in the New Testament.
I will have to. I don't know. Yeah, I will have to. Get that a little later.
Can you get it now?
Okay. So now he's he's asking me questions on the fly. So now look, he's asking me questions. Now, so now different than DJ Focus. DJ Focus lead with shit. And I'm like, yo, can you get me that? It's different than he asking me a question. I answered my best ability. He said, yo, can you get that? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get it later. Like, just, oh no, can you get it now? So I'm like, so you want me to search for this shit now? Dude, I didn't know what you was going. So I told him earlier, I said, dude, you keep asking. You asked me a question, I answered, then you tell me to get it now. Like I knew you would ask that question, bro. What source do you think I'm gonna have in front of me? Readily. Don't forget, this Jew Greek debate is fairly new to me. And I said that to him in the email. That's why I said 30 minutes to this, and let's do the rest of the show on the Virgin Birth. I said, this is really something I'm just diving in. And so he felt like, okay, let's stay there. I got notes, but it'll be a dead silence before I get to it. So I said I got notes. It's gonna take a little while for me to get to it because I gotta look through my notes. And you already know, bro, when the clock is ticking, because we're on a live, the clock is ticking, it's gonna be even double harder to find this shit because now I'm feeling pressured to find it.
Can you at least like allude to a verse? Like,
let's see. Like,
give me I can help you find it.
Let me see if I can just quickly find it. So first, let's go with Romans 1:16, just for right now until I could get a better verse. Okay. Now you heard me. Won't be dead silence. I said, let's just go with 1:16 because that was the start of the debate anyway in the email. I said, let's go with 1:16 just so I can start it off and have time to find this verse. I said, so it won't be just air. Why everybody waiting for me to look for this verse, but I'm feeling panic and pressure. I know everybody just is, it's dead silence and they're waiting on me. Okay, just deal with 1:16 while I find this verse. Now look what this nigga says.
Okay, not a problem. I was actually about to go into that before you joined on to the live. And again, I apologize for my tardiness.
No, you helped me out. I accomplished a lot.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it's pouring right now here in Philly.
Over here.
Where you located, brother?
Jersey.
What part of Jersey?
I'm near North.
Okay, all right, gotcha. All right, cool. So we got Romans chapter 1 and verse 16, right?
Yes.
It says, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth.
And you see how fast he read past to everyone believeth? Like, but I had him read that over. This is just this is comical, man. He read past to everyone that believeth. And then when I had him explain that, you'll be surprised with the answer.
To the Jew first and also to the Greek.
Right.
So what does that mean?
Just as what it said, it's the Jew first, whether you think that's all of Israel or just a northern or southern, but that's definitely Israel alone when it says Jew. And then when it says Greek.
So what about Romans 1:16, that verse in particular? What about that verse makes you think that Jew is in reference to all of Israel?
Well, that verse in itself is not going to say that. That's why I said I throw it out there just to occupy time. But to find my verse, I wasn't prepared to. I don't know what you're going to ask me, so I don't have everything at my expense.
No, I got you.
Shit, I hate when I do
that. To find my verse, I wasn't prepared to. I don't know what you're going to ask me, so I don't have everything at my expense.
No, I got you. Right. So no, I don't. I at least have not found a single verse in the so-called New Testament that the word Jew is used in application to the entire nation of Israel.
Man, he's a liar, and you'll realize no matter what I say, bro, it's just wrong. But that's why I said I'll do it just for archive's sake. I'm not here to convince this nigga his mind made up, and that's it.
I've never found a single one. Right. Let me show you.
It's not made up.
A verse to demonstrate that that's not the case. Right. All right. So this is the book of John, chapter 18, and verse 20. It says, Jesus answered him, I spake openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temple, whither the Jews always resort, and in secret have I said nothing. Right. So Christ is identifying that his ministry, right, when he went around all of Israel, right, all of Judea, all of
Right. So I'm going to fast forward it some. Oh shit. I think it's diaper needs changed. I don't smell nothing, but if you keep waking up, that's usually the diaper. We just take it off anyway. It's usually the diaper. I'm gonna press play while I get a diaper.
Galilee, right? All up and down the coast, right? As we look at his ministry, which lasted 3 years, okay? It says that he taught in the synagogues and the temple where the Jews always resort, right? During the time of Christ, what tribes were, by and large, present in the land of Israel?
You asking me? The land of Israel. And again, brother, this is the gotcha question, the watcher. I never say I know more Bible than these guys, but this is the, and this is a gotcha question for his audience. Got me guessing. At what point? You talking about just in general?
Yeah, during the time of Christ.
Oh, I believe that was northern.
Christ spoke.
So now I got an answer to his doctrine, by the way, for the watcher, because he believed when it says Greeks, it's only talking to. So Israel split at one point; it was war with each other. So it went to northern Israel to southern Israel. So what these guys are going to tell you that because they were beefing in the New Testament, everywhere it says Jew, that's just one side of Israel, and the other side of Israel is where it says Greek. I mean, bro, if you read any fucking commentary in the Bible, they're gonna say bullshit. Every last scholar gonna say bullshit, bro. You won't get one scholar in the world to agree with that stupid shit, not one. So this is way more far-fetched than Unc and Chef, right? This is just an Israelite thing. That's it. So he wants me to argue. He wants me to answer according to his doctrine. So I'm trying to.
Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom was in the land of Israel during the time of Christ.
Kick the diaper off. Yeah, because I would think that the scattered. Well, maybe I got it backwards. The scattered was among the Gentiles, but I thought it was all Israel that was scattered among the Gentiles. Stop it! Why you kicking the diaper?
Okay,
Stop
so Israel, right, is 12 tribes.
Right.
When we get the time of King Solomon, after he dies, and Rehoboam is risen up as the king in his stead, okay, and we see the splitting of the northern and southern kingdom, right, where Levi joins themselves unto Judah, Benjamin joins themselves unto Judah, and the rest of the tribes join themselves with Jeroboam, right? Now we see a juxtaposition of Israel and Judah, right? Because those 10 tribes, right, they collectively they have more claim to the name Israel than just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, because originally it was just Judah themselves, and then Benjamin and Levi joined themselves unto them, right? So you have Judah and Levi being juxtaposed all throughout the scriptures, right? All throughout. So when we look at prophecy, the entire nation of Israel was prophesied to be scattered or dispersed, right? It's rendered in scriptures as dispersed of Judah, the scattered of Israel, scattered of Judah, dispersed of Israel, so forth and so forth. Both of them meaning the same thing. All 12 tribes were scattered ultimately from where? From the land of Israel in general. But when we look at the history, right, you have the northern kingdom of Israel going into Assyrian captivity under Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, right, about 200 years prior to the fall of Judah, right? And then we see Judah go into Babylonian captivity, right, under Nebuchadnezzar II of the Neo-Babylonian Empire under the Chaldeans, right? We see them in subjugation to the Medo-Persians in the land of Babylon. And during that time, they were allowed to come back to the land of Judah to rebuild the city, to rebuild the temple, right? And a remnant of them returned, many of which stayed in those cities, right? This is the history, right? But nowhere in the Bible do we see Jew being referenced to all 12 tribes. Now, am I saying that there was not a singular northern member of who will be considered northern kingdom amongst Judah? I'm not saying that at all, right? We see in the book of, I believe it's the book of Matthew, it's one of the Gospels, we see Anna, right, of the tribe of
All right, so I'm not gonna bore you to death. So this part right here, I didn't really mind this too much. He just explaining like some history that might be relevant to his argument in the future. So I get it. So I didn't mind. And I did believe he dragged it out way too fucking long. I'm gonna be fast forwarded slightly. Watch how long he was talking with 11-minute mark. Watch this.
Asher being mentioned, right? She's of the tribe of Asher, but she's in the land during the time in which Christ's ministry was, right? So you had twos and fews of the northern kingdom, all right, who were amongst Judah, right? But we don't ever see the term Jew used in reference to who? To all of Israel.
Can you go Acts 21?
Acts 21?
Yeah, verse 27, 28. Let me know what you think about that.
Okay, it says, and when the 7 days were almost ended, the Jews, which were of Asia, when they saw him in the temple, stirred up all the people and laid hands on him, crying out, men of Israel, help, this is the man that teacheth all men everywhere against the people and the law in this place.
This is important right here. I said, read this verse right here. Okay, so because he said, point out a verse where Jews are interchangeable with all Israel. So right here, matter of fact, not even there. Let me go. It might be even early up past this, but let's just deal with this. It says Paul. So Paul's the subject. He took the men and the next day purify himself with them, enter into the temple to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification. Until that, an offering should be offered for every one of them. And when the 7 days were almost ended, the Jews, okay, it says Jews. Now he said this ain't all Israel. Again, he's the only, Sakari Israelites and One West are the only people in the world who conclude that. They on some Dr. Umar shit. So the Jews, which were of Asia, when they saw him in the temple, stirred up all the people and laid hands on them. So they stirred up all what people? I mean, bro, if they're the Jews and nobody else are, right? What all people they stir up? So 28 says, crying, so stir up by crying out, saying, men of Israel. So the watcher, here's the problem here. If the Jews stirred up all the people, and don't forget, he said the Jews were one part of the war. They're southern Israel. So that means northern Israel is left over. So if the Jews stirred up people, who are the people they're stirring up? This will have to be northern Israel. Who else would they be? And then they laid hands on Paul, right? So he cried out, say, men of Israel. So the men of Israel, this will have to be default, the northern part of Israel, the other half of the Israelites. But the problem is, it says this, it says, then is the man that, and you would need Eric Bond on this one to tell you, because he's an well, I think he's still into it, but he's not one of the One West people anymore. So it says, this is the man that teacheth all men everything where against the people and the law and this place, and further brought Greeks. So now the Jews are telling all of men of Israel outside themselves about what Paul's trying to do to the Greeks. So this debunks the whole point that the Greeks are Israel. Because like, wait a minute, if the Jews are southern Israel and men of Israel is northern Israel, then in this context, who are the Greeks? It couldn't be Israel. He said, nah, Jews is Jews, men of Israel is also Jews, and Greeks are the other part of Israel. Bro, I was fucking done. I'm like, okay, you're a smart guy. You know, I'm like, okay, damn, you smart. What I'm gonna do with that? You just making shit up as you go.
And further brought.
They stirred up all the people. What all people? Because we're talking about Jews. When they see him, the Jews of Asia, they stirred up all the people. What people? And lay hands on him. And then all the people stirred up, entered into the temple to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification. Until that, an offering should be offered for every one of them. And when the 7 days were almost ended, the Jews, which were of Asia, when they saw him, talking about Paul, they stirred up all the people. What all people? Because we're talking about Jews. When they see him, the Jews of Asia, they stirred up all the people. What people? And laid hands on him. And then all the people were the men of Israel.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Are Jews, are people who are the southern kingdom of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, are they men of Israel?
So, but aren't the northern tribes also?
Of course they are, right? But again, when we look at history, by and large, the kingdom, the vast majority of people who would be considered northern kingdom, the tribes outside of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, were not there. right? I've admitted that there are twos and fews that we read about during this time that are there, right? Anna of Asher being one. Right?
All right. So let me see, make sure I'm not muted. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Okay. So to stop all this bullshit, but this guy just could make up any what this is, what chapter is that? This is where I send them. This is 27. The Jews which were, okay, I don't even know, but I'm just gonna type in the Jews which were of Asia. That's all I need to know. Okay, here we are, right here. Okay, so and it's okay, so now we're here. We're on Stir Up the People. This is how we're gonna do this shit. This is what I'm trying to say. These niggas just make some shit up, man. So we're gonna go with experts, Bible commentary, view. Okay. So I'm gonna go meaning. Okay, cool. Watch this. Watch this shit, man. When the 7 days were almost ended. Okay, so it said literally we're on the point to be completed. St. Luke speaks of. So I'm gonna take this is Ellicott's commentary. Okay, for English readers. Now these are actual fucking scholars. So let me go to this the Stirring Up Hands. Let me see if we see that here. The Jews were of Asia, better from Asia, those who had come up. Okay, cool. I want to see it. They related. They read it. Fine. This was the backup. It says no man. Okay, it says its content showed that it must have formed part of the low wall just mentioned. No man of alien race is to enter within the balustrade and fence that goes around the temple. If any man is taken in the act, let him know that he has himself to blame for the penalty of death that follows. Okay, so this accordingly was the punishment which the Jews of Asia were now seeking to bring on St. Paul and his friends. Wow. See, oh my God, bro. So this is telling you that Paul was going to be killed for bringing foreigners into this fence. But he will tell you these foreigners are actual Jews that just don't know they're Jews. They're Hellenists. You're going to hear that word Hellenist from Apostle. They're Hellenist Jews. Just made the shit up. I mean, literally. Okay, so now we'll go here. So this is pulpit, again, scholars, pulpit commentary. So this shows that the days in the preceding verse meant the 7 days of preparation rather than the days of the whole Nazaritic vow. The Jews from Asia come up from the Pentecost, how hostile the Asiatic Jews were appears from Acts 19:9. When they saw him in the temple, whether he had come to complete the 7 days of preparation, it was apparently the 5th day. How often the best meant attempts at conciliation fell through the uncharitable suspicion of a man's opponents. The temple, it must be remembered throughout that it is to whatever that is spoken of, which embraces the temple court, not the whatever it is. Third up, found only here in the New Testament, properly to confuse like the kindred. Okay, so name it tells like Matthew's, Henry Concise. I'm gonna get to the people who was stirred up. Taking notes from the good people and goodness. Many run away with. Okay, yeah. Gills. So I want to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, so start here. The Jews which were of Asia, and it may be chiefly of Ephesus and metropolis of Asia, who knew Paul there, and were his implacable enemies. For this is to be understood of the unbelieving Jews who were come up to the feast of Pentecost, his unbelieving right, when they saw him in the temple, where he was come to bring his offering on account of this vow. He stirred up all the people against the apostle, and since with the stories about him, how he was an opposer of Moses and his laws, and was now defiling the temple by bringing the watch. Are you there? If you're there, what that word right there says? That says heathens.
I'm here. I can't see it though.
You can't see my screen?
Well, hold on. No, I didn't have my phone in front of me. I see it now.
Sharon.
I see it. I see it.
So now
yogurt eaters.
So now, don't forget, we got caught up on the word stirred up people. So I mean, bro, so the scholars say stirred up people was against the apostle Paul and sensed them with the stories about him. So they heard about. So basically, they heard about him bringing the gospel to the non-Jew everybody, not just northern or southern, all of Israel. They realized that Paul is bringing the gospel to the unthinkable people. Okay, so the people. So now when they actually see him doing it, they, oh, this shit true. So it says this. So they said that people were stirred up. So he stirred up all the people against the apostles. This is Paul. It says, and sensed them with the stories about him, how that he was an opposer of Moses' law. See, he's against Moses' laws. That means it's for the Jew only, or the Israelite only, and was now defiling the temple. Defiling. How do you defile a temple? Because you bring a fucking heathen into it. Bro, are we reading English here? Is that English? You don't bring a heathen in the temples of and the temples were for everybody, not just who he would try to say Southern Israel. It's for everybody. Like, how you bring an Israelite to a temple and you defile it? That's fake. Matter of fact, let me try to find a law real fast. Let me go to Blue Letter, bro. And then I want you to hear his explanation of that shit. He gonna just, now you heard the scholars. He gonna make some shit up. Let's see. Look at this shit, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna just put defile the temple. Next time I'm just do defile. It might be a lot of shit. Okay. Any man defile temple of God, him. Okay, no, that's not good enough. We're gonna need Old Testament. Shit. It's gonna be one of those laws. All right. So I don't wanna, let's go advanced options. So let's go Exodus, because that's when it started being strict. Okay, let me make it smaller. Fuck. Advanced options. But this is, I want you to, I want you to see it first, and then you hear his dumbass explanation. Okay, so this is still New Testament. Corinthians. Wait, how the fuck? How do I do? How's that possible? Okay, let's do Old Testament. I'm like, how is that possible? I put a word and go to New Testament. All right, cool. You want to do that to me? All right, no problem. KJV Bible browse. Fuck it, let's do it this way. Long way. Okay, that's the only time you read defile. We want to defile a pitch. Okay, well, hey, that's kind of okay. So let's see how it says it's being defiled. I don't think this is what I want from there. Okay, this is talking about the Sabbath, right? Don't defile the Sabbath, you're gonna die. Okay, cool. So let's. Or if he touch the uncleanness of man, whatsoever uncleanness it be man, that should be defiled with all and should be hid from him. You know. Okay, so let's just. Okay. We're talking about defiling by going into the temple. That's the key thing. I should have typed temple in. I should have put temple. Might have been, but some books, bro, you put temple, it's like a 1,000 that shit. We need to file and wait. Okay, cool. All right, so not in Leviticus. So Deuteronomy. I ain't mean to go there. Let's last page. I'm gonna check. I'm not gonna check anywhere else. And 3 here. Gotta go Google now. So it's only in Corinthians. I wonder if there's a different word for that. All right, let's check that one out. Let's check that one out because those are Saint Valentine of God. Yeah, that ain't. It gotta be Old Testament scripture, or I ain't gonna have much of an argument here. So everybody's going to 1 Corinthians. Not good for me. Oh. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone. Is this the same website? Yep. This shit's crazy. How the hell they spam me like that? That shit crazy. Look at this shit, bro. It pops up every 30 seconds? Wow. That's amazing. Again. Like, that's hilarious. I need some old season. Okay, here we go. Therefore, as I live, declares the Lord God, surely because you have the follow. And that's not really too specific. Nope, I don't see anything I'm looking for support. All right, whatever. Let's get back. Oh shit, I'm way past 1 o'clock. Oh, fuck. All right, so let me just see if I can. All right, so we know the answer in a goofy way, man.
Right? We can Samaritan, but again, all of the Jews are considered Israelites. What does it mean to be Israelites? The suffix "ite" means descendants of.
Yeah.
If you are of the tribe of Judah, you are a descendant of Israel. If you are of the tribe of Levi, you are a descendant of Israel. If you are of the tribe of Benjamin, you are a descendant of Israel. Simple, right? So every Israelite is not a Jew, but every Jew is an Israelite. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now that we got that out the way, right? A Jew is one that's of the southern kingdom of Judah, all right, or a natural Judite, right? Now we have this juxtaposition of Jew and Greek, right? Let's go to Romans chapter 1, right? Romans 1 and verse 16,
yeah,
right? So it says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first."
All right. So I think it's better to do recap tomorrow. I'm getting sleepy, eyes shutting. The watcher, sometime tomorrow. I can't tell you because I'm getting sleepy, and when I get sleepy, I'm I'm sleeping past a lot of information. Yeah, my eyes are just, it's over. It's over. Once I lay down, bro, it's gonna be lights out. Jay-Z, like really is lights out, gone. So I'm not, normally I will fight it, try to act like I'm not sleepy and just nod out again. Not doing that.
Get you some good sleep, bro. Shut it
I'm gonna
down.
sleep like a fucking baby, bro. And so I'll do a better job recapping tomorrow what I'm saying. And I wish if I do it early enough, LJ would come on. And I know you like 3 hours behind.
Right.
So can't do it too early. But as soon as I wake up, I'm pretty much gonna go live. So don't forget, LJ is 6 hours ahead of us. So if I go live at 2, it's 8 o'clock his time. If I go live at 9 a.m., that's 10, 11, what's that? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 3, it's 3 o'clock p.m., bro. So no matter what time I wake up, he's off work.
Hilarious.
So I might have a debate though in the morning or sometime early. So that might not even happen. But this recap, it gotta happen, bro, because you guys gotta see. And so therefore I can play it regular. I don't gotta speed it up. It's 2 hours, but I will, when he start narrating, I will speed it up because the narration part, you guys ain't trying to hear all that shit.
I really want to hear just the verses he send you to, and then see what point he's trying to use, because 9 times out of 10 it might be a dagger in his own argument. So that's what it seems like to me. So I'm curious to see what verses he toss out, and then see what happens if you flip it.
All right, so look, somebody's hopping on right now. They're gonna try to share their screen. It's not possible, but let's see who this is. Hey, Shopia. Hey, you trying to share your screen? Hey, Shopia, talk. Yeah, you can't share your screen, Shopia. That's only for me, the host. Okay, we'll give you a second. Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to share your screen though. Okay. Seconds up. 1:25 a.m. Shopia hops on. No invite, nothing. Just found the link. Okay, so now you got Jake coming on. All right. Okay, Jake, come on. You too. We got Shopia. We got Jake. No, that's not gonna work, dude. You seen that? The Watcher.
No, what happened?
Oh yeah. So nobody can see it, right? So they have porn. These guys are Shopia. You just weird. Get out of here. So nobody's seen it because they gotta talk for your porn to be seen. So they actually just shared it. They couldn't share their screen, so they try to share it on their personal like camera. So he was sharing porn on his personal camera. They are so upset they're getting the ass beat with this Hebrew doctrine that they keep trying to porn bomb.
What does that say about their doctrine if that's what they're resorting to?
Right. But it's even better for me though, because they're like showing me. So now, look, again, they don't know me. So okay, can't share their screen. So they're gonna turn their camera on. So you know what I'm gonna do now? Cut the camera option off. So thank you. You guys are giving me better ways to block what you're doing. Thank you. But your doctrine's still bullshit. And One Way's doctrine is a cheesy doctrine, and y'all can't fuck with me in any debate. I'm beating the shit out of y'all. All the camps. Y'all too stupid to connect the dots. That is just me. One person. They think it's different people beating them up. That's how retarded they are. It's just me. Yeah, so I'm gonna allow him to narrate the story tomorrow. I'm gonna speed up just a bit. Just a bit. It won't be it's gonna be where y'all can still hear it though. So it won't be double speed, it'll be like one, I don't know, some speed where you can hear it just talking a little fast. They're gonna sound like me and Pastor Bennett. That's all. All right. So as I was saying before, for these two clowns hopped on, that couldn't get nothing done. I'm going to leave my screen where it's at. I'm gonna start all over with this and be back on tomorrow morning. So LJ can pop up and we can have a discussion. Let me charge both my phones. Well, one is charged. Let me charge the other one. Okay, so I got.
You gonna do it on this channel?
Yeah, for this guy. Yeah. Let me just see if he's available at in the AM. Let me see. Oh no, he said no. So 4 p.m. I'm gonna say 4 p.m. I'm just gonna be safe. Cause he said no morning, so I'm gonna just say 4 p.m. just to be safe. Just because I'm probably gonna be out. I don't want to see 3 p.m. while I'm rushing home. So just to be safe, 4 p.m. I know traffic gonna kill me to some degree. And yeah, did you know Brother Reggie and Brother Jabari had a virgin birth debate twice,
When was this?
6 days ago?
Aw, that'll be something nice to review. At
Yeah,
least to
but
hear their points.
but you think it's a coincidence? But they're not debating Bible, of course. They're probably some Kemet shit. But do you know? I mean, I really like. Hold on, I really don't know what they're debating. But I would highly doubt if like Jabari claimed he got Catholic background, so maybe he could talk about it. But do you really think Brother Reggie can talk about the Bible? Like you never heard my man argue the Bible, scriptures, none of that shit. So I highly doubt they're talking about like the actual verses like that with me and the Hebrews like doing, and they're not doing that. They probably done some Kemet mix of Bible, possibly. Okay, so my man said we can have a quick. Okay, oh, he want to hop on now, bro.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on. All right, wait.
I'll fall back. I'll fall back.
Wait, so I've been on live for 4 hours?
I don't know.
All right, so look, let me end this one. I'm gonna start a new one because see, right now, if I start now, I can't edit it.
Facts. Okay.
I'm gonna close this one out.